Hey everybody, it's Dan again with Eagle Mountain Solar, and today we wanted to talk about solar batteries and if they're actually necessary or even beneficial for you when you're getting solar panels. There seems to be this big misconception out there that if you get a solar system, well, you have to get solar batteries too, otherwise it doesn't make sense. I've actually heard people tell me that. Anyone that works in the solar industry knows that probably 95% of people do not buy solar batteries, and they just get the solar panels in connection with their utility company and their net metering arrangement. There is no need to actually get in most markets. The reason being is that most markets will have retail net metering or at least a solar buyback program that will allow you to sell excess energy back to the grid. So you're storing it into the grid instead of having to store it in your solar battery. The reason solar batteries don't make sense for most people is mainly just the cost. So Tesla Powerwall, for example, in the time of the shooting, they're around $15,000. That's the size of a small solar system. So if you only have a 4 or 5 kilowatt system for the home, you're literally doubling the cost of your solar project by adding that solar battery. And if you have a bigger home, then you'll probably need more than one battery. You usually need at least 2 if you want to have the activation energy required to fire up large or main appliances, such as your air conditioning unit. So if someone comes to me interested in a battery, I usually ask them this question, like, what is your goal? And if they tell me, oh, I want to save money on my electric bill, then I pretty much say, well, getting a battery isn't the way to do it. But if they tell me that their goal is to be independent from their electric company, have backup power if the grid goes down, then that's a different story. Honestly, I can only think of really 3 reasons why someone would get a solar battery. One is if they have a lot of frequent outages in their area, and it makes sense to have that solar battery. 2, if they just love being independent and want to stick it to their electric company, not send anything back to the grid. If that makes them feel better, then great, get a battery too. And 3, if their utility company has no net metering program or very bad buyback rates, this happened with NEM3 in California. Almost everyone needs to get a battery in California now if they want to have 100% offset, because the buyback rate is so low compared to what they charge you for getting their electricity. So I'm not saying there aren't markets or cases where getting a battery makes sense. It's just that in the majority of cases, it's really not something that's necessary. You're going to end up not saving money on your electric bill. You're going to pay more than you're paying for electricity. Maybe after 25, 30 years, there's going to be some savings, but it's really going to cut into that ROI overall. So if you have a good net metering program, you don't have any outages, you don't really care about sending energy back to the grid or anything like that, there's really no need for you to even look into getting a battery. All it's going to do is hurt your investment. But if you have more questions about your specific market and situation to see if a battery would make sense with your solar system, please reach out to us, leave a comment below or inquire on our site, and we can definitely have a specialist help you guys out. Thanks for watching my video.